What's up, dudes? Today we're talking about popcorn. Oh man. But not popcorn you eat. Popcorn that's on the ceiling. So if you look up here, we have a nice, flat, lush, wonderful, magnificent ceiling. It's not covered in nasty, disgusting popcorn. Here in the garage, we have popcorn still. Partially because I'm lazy, but partially because I'm also lazy. The rest of the house has been successfully scraped. Now, I just kind of want to show you some stuff here. If you have popcorn ceilings, two things need to be tested before you try to take them down. Number one, the most important is, does your popcorn ceiling have asbestos in it? Now, in the 70s, there was this stuff called asbestos and it made its way into a lot of building products. Long story short, if your house is from the 70s or 80s or potentially from the 90s, you could have asbestos in your popcorn ceilings. And it's okay as long as you don't scrape it up and make it fall down and breathe it into your mouth, right? But if you're gonna remove it, that's all you're gonna do. So, some people would say you can do an at-home test off of Amazon. Yes, you can. However, the EPA recommends that you do 2 tests per sample. Or two samples, 2 tests. So take whatever test you were gonna get off Amazon and get double the amount. And make sure you do the ceiling matter as well as the joint board material in your ceilings. So that's 4 samples total. Or just call a company who knows what they're doing to test it for you. Because of compressed timeline, I had to do that. The other thing is the painting test. If your popcorn has been painted, it is going to be extremely hard to get down using the method I'm going to describe below. And I would just go ahead and cover it up with something. Either another piece of drywall right over the top, lose a 1/4 inch, not too bad, or a panel board, or just throw a grenade right up at your ceiling and have it blow up. The way you do the touch test to kind of see if it's been painted or not is just literally touch your ceiling. So just get something, scrape it once. If a bunch of it falls down and gets in your face, hopefully you've done the asbestos test first to determine you don't have asbestos and now asbestos poisoning. But then you'll know your popcorn has not been painted. If it has been painted, give up. If it hasn't, let's go do some stuff and get that popcorn out of your ceiling. Tools, what do we got? Your main boy is this 24-inch taping knife, and I just zip tied it onto a probably 4-foot long pole. Make your own, or you could buy one of these, but you're going to need a regular tape knife, a smaller one. One of these bristly brushes. You're going to need a hose with some type of attachment on there that you can fan out, kind of like a fine mist. And then you're going to need a bucket and a rag, microfiber preferred. Also a pump sprayer. The pump sprayer works really well for spots where it's kind of, you don't want to spray water directly into it. Stuff like this. And then electrical boxes. Okay, you're also going to tape off areas. These blinds I want to not have to dig junk out of, so I put tape up there. Important thing is on anything that can create a lip. So for example, this door frame, or a plug, TV mount. This door has multiple little lips on it, and you're going to get some on the baseboards, but that's what we're going to clean up later. And now we're ready for sprayage.
Finally, you want to take your little scraper and get all the parts you missed, like around the electrical boxes, around the ceiling registers, and anything you see that's just glaringly obvious. It's kind of fun. Around the areas where the ceiling meets the wall, or a corner, or a transition between two edges, there's going to be this little leftover bit of popcorn ceiling texture that you need to kind of chop out, as you can see I'm doing here. And sometimes it's held on there with a little bit of caulk. You can see later on, when I'm doing all the way around the room, how to get that strip of caulk out. But here it's just kind of a 30-degree angle. Oh, wow. 45-degree angle. No, I failed math. Some degree angle on the wall here. And got it wetted down. You scrape it off. You did the fine scraping. Now it's time to get that caulk piece out. So what I normally do is just hit it with the little scraper and then use a razor knife to score along the side there. It is a skill that you will just have to acquire from doing it a bunch of times and screwing up, honestly. But fortunately, you get to do it around like every single square foot of ceiling in your room. All the way around every room. Do what I just did. After you did that, you're going to come back and use some hopefully more cleaner water than I have there and wipe it down. And you're going to wipe everything down. All the way down the wall, because as you can see, there's tons of crap on the wall. You're going to have to wipe that off too. Unless you just like that as a new decoration or something. And yet again, repeat that throughout the entire room. Now take your stiff bristle brush and knock off as much as you can off these baseboards. All you're really trying to do is save yourself some work, because it's faster to do it by just walking around the room for this next step. And you get to wash all the baseboards so they're all nice and clean. Every surface that has the crap on it, just got to get it off. Fortunately, with the water, it kind of just melts away. Easy peasy. And that's basically it. You got it all down, and now it's just cleanup you're having to deal with. And let me stress to you, this stuff is so messy. Unless you have a way to get it off the floor, you gotta do your due diligence with taping. For me, I was getting rid of the floor anyways, so I ended up just ripping all the carpet up and throwing it out because it was getting replaced. So it was still a lot of work, but easier than having to tape. I tried doing it in the bathroom where I didn't have carpet by laying some temporary kind of rug pad down, and it was an absolute disaster. You have got to tape and put plastic down. But other than that, this whole process is not complicated. It's just very messy and very time consuming. So it takes a long time, but like with anything, putting in the effort and the work is worth it. Now at the end, I didn't finish the ceilings myself because I'm terrible with drywall. I contracted someone just to do a skim coat to get the flat ceilings and paint, and it was a lot cheaper than it would have been to have them remove and do all that. So definitely save some money and learn some stuff. Good luck on your project. This is Josh just saying, go get out there and do some stuff.